Hello everyone, welcome back to another video from the Daddy Matt Experience channel. I'm your host Daddy Matt, and welcome back to another video. Zoom out here. I'm laying on my bed right now because it's late at night. I know I'm making this video super late, but just as long as I get this video out today, then I'll be happy with myself. So today I finished up with my program and whatnot. Today was my last day and I graduated from my program, so I'm really excited. Um, to have accomplished that. The graduation ceremony was today. It only went for an hour. It was pretty short and simple. We practiced beforehand, and I feel like we didn't do too bad of a job, and everything felt and ran smoothly. So, yeah, I'm proud of everyone that was a part of my class. They all did really well, all throughout this week. Um, and we all worked together as a team to push through the really hard moments. We struggled together, we pushed through together, and we all graduated together. um, we all made it through these 5 days. Um, and like I said before, it was rough, but in the end, it was worth it because I kind of got a little bit of a taste of what um, the criminal justice world is like. Um, all the physical training and all the different aspects of it. Kind of got a little bit of a taste of that these 5 days. Um, Obviously, since it's only 5 days, you're only gonna learn so much. Obviously, if you're in the academy or something like that, obviously you would get more training and you would pretty much be master your skills. Um, so obviously, that's kind of one con of the classes. You learn something, but you kind of can't master it in 5 days. Certain aspects of it, since every day we did something different, but we always did the physical training and whatnot. So sorry, my head's itchy. Um, but we learned different aspects. We got to meet a lot of cool people a part of different teams, like Spec Ops, for example, like the scuba, the bomb team or squad, whatever they want to be called. Like the hostage negotiators and um, who else? SWAT and like all those different types of things. The drone team, um, various different aspects of the criminal justice field. A lot of the spec ops was pretty cool. Like I said, got to meet a lot of cool people. Different individuals who are in the field. Um, a lot of them were pretty nice people and were very informative about what they were explaining to us. So um, I would say that was a great aspect. Was getting to meet different people a part of the criminal justice world and the different teams and stuff. So that was cool. I would say another thing that I liked about the program was I'm trying to think. I guess like the whole aspect of pushing yourself to your limits, finding out, like pretty much just like pushing yourself and becoming a better person and having character and pushing through even when times get tough. Um, but like I said, it was all a team effort. It wasn't just an individual effort. We all got everybody, including myself and my class, got through the program together in those 5 days. No matter how tough the days were, some days were tougher than others. That's just how the way that it went. Tuesday, we all know that was pretty rough. Um, PD PT day for the program, and then a few other parts were rough. Some parts were easy, some parts were rough. Pretty sore. Just been kind of chilling since today was the last day. Um, I'm proud of everybody that made it through. Um, and I think we all crushed it by saying our motto at the graduation. um, but I got the certificate, but there was a typo because it should have said class 23 instead of class 22. So um, one of my class counselors will, I think, send a new certificate in the mail at some point. So I'll get a correctly made certificate. It was a typo for everybody. It wasn't just a typo for myself. But yeah, I'm proud of everybody that made it through this program, including myself. Y'all did a SWAT obstacle course today for PT. That was kind of tough, but I made it through. Um, we all made it through, and we all cheered each other on. My platoon might have not won the competition, but we all got through it together, and that's all that really matters. Um, the SWAT obstacle course was kind of cool. It was a bit tough for me, at least, um, certain aspects of that, but I got through. We all got through, and at the end of the day, that's all that really matters because nobody ever truly finishes last. We all finished together. Um, so yeah, and we did a lot of other things too today. We got free pizza and cookies, so that was nice. From Salvatore's pizza and stuff, and cookies from Wegmans. So yeah, not too bad of a day. A little tough in the beginning because of the PT, but the rest of the day it was pretty much smooth sailing. Yeah, I'm a bit sore, but I took a nice hot shower. I know it's hot out, and people are like, "You're taking a hot shower on a very hot day," but um, just a hot shower just to clean myself up. Sweaty all day from doing exercising and stuff, the PT and stuff. So it was much needed. I can finally sleep in tomorrow because tomorrow's the weekend. I every day I would wake up at like 6:30 in the morning to get ready to go to the program, which started at 8 every day. So yeah, I got to get to finally sleep in tomorrow, so I'm happy about that. Tomorrow I'm going to a friend's graduation party, so that should be fun. Not going to be staying there for too long, maybe at least 5 hours I'll be staying there. Um, so that should be fun. My week's been pretty busy, but I'm glad that the weekend is finally here and the busyness can kind of subside itself so that I can catch up with a few things I want to do, kind of get back on track with the things I've been wanting to do this summer. Um, they've been kind of put on a hold since there's a lot of stuff that's been coming up recently. So I haven't had the time to do a lot of the things I've been wanting to do since, obviously, with this program, my week was really busy, so I didn't get a chance to really do a lot of the things that I wanted to do. But now that it's over, I can finally, just kind of slowly get back to where I was. Because we're at the end of July here already, so it's kind of crazy. The summer's going by really fast, but it has been pretty enjoyable. At least I got to do something interesting this summer. The Teen Police Academy can be a good thing to put on my resume in the future if I'm ever going to apply to be a police officer or something else relating to the criminal justice field in the future for a career. Um, yeah, the physical aspect is tough. Obviously, not everything criminal justice related is going to be physically tasking. Obviously, once you get hired, you're going to have those days where it's physically tasking or mentally tasking when you're on the job. Um, yeah, you're going to have those days that suck, but in the end, for all the stuff that you do, at least you're getting paid a decent salary. And plus, if you have some type of degree, if you're going to college and you are going to get a degree, that's a 2% increase um, on your salaries. So that's pretty nice. Because after at least I think at least 4 years on the job, you start making over $100,000 as a police officer, where I live. So that's not bad. 100K a year is pretty nice. But getting that 2% increase will boost that up a little bit. So that's pretty nice. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much how my program ended off. Was on a good note with the graduation, everybody getting their certificates. And I thought everybody did pretty well with the whole process, because obviously we got to practice a little bit beforehand before our parents came. Um, but yeah, we did pretty well, I think, and I'm glad. I'm glad that I got this opportunity to just see, what it was like. I went through 2 interviews to get into the program, so I wasn't gonna let it waste. Even though sometimes are tough throughout my 5 days on the program, I didn't allow myself to quit even when um I got tired during the PT, or I got sore, or you know any of that stuff. I'm glad I made it through. Like I said, we all made it through, me and my class. Um, yeah, I don't know what else to say. I know that I'm making this video really late at night, and a lot of you guys are probably not gonna see this until in the morning, but um, or watch this until in the morning, because I know it's like a little past 9:30 right now at night. Probably gonna go to bed in a little bit after I'm done making this video, but yeah, at least I made it through, and I'm glad that I made it through this opportunity. It can be another highlight, to um, like I said, add on to a resume, or just anything in general, to possibly get more opportunities in the future. But yeah, I don't want to make this video sitting like 13 minutes, so let me stop yapping. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on all my socials that are linked in the About Me section of this channel, like my Instagram and my Discord, to go show some love and support to my boy Willie D and my TikTok, my Inspiration Victor Potato. Both their channels are also linked in the About Me section of this channel. Hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you get notified for whenever I make my next video. And yeah, I normally don't post on the weekends, so I will see you guys all in Monday's video. We did it, boys. We did it. Peace.